Marcus Chen stands in the middle of an empty studio apartment. White walls, bare floors, one chair, one lamp. 3 years ago, this man had a penthouse in downtown Seattle, a Tesla in the parking garage, a business worth $2.3 million. Today, he owns 17 things, and he's never been happier. But this isn't a story about minimalism. It's about something much darker and much more human. Because Marcus didn't simplify his life, he destroyed it twice. The first time broke him. The second time saved him. Marcus is 32 years old and living the dream everyone tells you to chase. He'd built a software consulting firm from nothing, started in his bedroom, grew it to 15 employees, landed corporate clients. The money came fast. He bought the penthouse, the car, the watch. He'd post photos on Instagram, not to brag, he told himself, but to inspire others. His parents were proud. His friends were impressed. He'd made it. Marcus worked 80-hour weeks, but he told himself it was temporary. Once he hit the next milestone, he'd slow down, enjoy it. He never did. March 2020, you know what happens next. The pandemic hits. Within 2 weeks, 3 of his biggest clients cancel their contracts. The rest ask to pause services indefinitely. Marcus burns through his cash reserves, trying to keep his team employed. He takes out loans, maxes credit cards, sells his car. It's not enough. By May, the business is dead. The penthouse, rented, not owned, goes next. He moves back in with his parents at 33 years old. The watch he was so proud of, he sells it for a fraction of what he paid. Everything he'd built over 7 years, gone in 8 weeks. Here's what nobody tells you about losing everything. It's not the stuff that breaks you, it's what the stuff represented. Marcus didn't just lose a business, he lost his identity, his proof that he mattered, his answer to, who are you? Psychologists call this enmeshment, when your sense of self becomes inseparable from external achievements. When you can't tell where you end and your accomplishments begin. Marcus couldn't sleep, couldn't eat. He'd wake up at 3 a.m. with his heart racing, replaying every decision, every mistake. His brain was stuck in a loop. How did I let this happen? But Marcus was a builder. It's what he knew how to do. By July 2020, he starts freelancing. One project, then another. He's working from his childhood bedroom, but he's working. 18 months later, he's rebuilt the client base. The money's coming back, not as fast as before, but steady. By 2022, he's back in his own apartment. Smaller than the penthouse, but his. He buys a used car, starts saving again. His parents are relieved. His friends congratulate him. They say, "You did it! You came back!" But something's wrong. Marcus can't enjoy any of it. Every time he makes a purchase, he feels sick. Every time a client pays him, he immediately worries about the next payment. He's successful again, but he's terrified. This is hypervigilance trauma, a documented response to financial devastation. Your brain enters permanent survival mode. You made it back to safety, but you can't convince your nervous system the danger is over. You check your bank account 5 times a day. You can't buy groceries without calculating if you really need them. You have money, but you live like you don't, because you know how fast it can disappear. September 2023, Marcus sits in his apartment, the one he worked so hard to afford, and realizes something. He's not living, he's defending. Every decision is about protection. Every purchase triggers anxiety. He's built a life he's too afraid to lose. And then he asks himself a dangerous question. What if I just let it go? Not because he has to, because he wants to. What if he proved to himself that he could walk away, that he didn't need any of it? His therapist thinks it's a terrible idea. His parents are horrified. His friends think he's having a breakdown. But Marcus knows the difference. Last time life took everything from him. This time, he's choosing. Over 3 months, he systematically dismantles his life. He sells the furniture, donates the clothes, cancels subscriptions, moves into a smaller place. He keeps only what he needs. 17 items, 1 chair, 1 set of dishes, 3 outfits, his laptop. He gives away 40% of his savings to causes he believes in. And something shifts. What Marcus discovered is called agency restoration, the psychological need to reclaim control after trauma. When life destroys something, you lose agency. Things happen to you. You're powerless. But when you choose to let go, that's power. That's control. Research from Dr. Kristin Neff at UT Austin shows that self-imposed simplification after loss can actually reverse trauma symptoms, but only if it's done from a place of choice, not deprivation. Marcus wasn't punishing himself. He was proving something. I can survive without this. I choose not to need it. The fear that controlled him for 3 years, it came from attachment, from believing his worth was tied to what he owned. By releasing it willingly, he broke the association. Here's what Marcus learned that nobody teaches you. Security isn't about having everything. It's about knowing you'll be okay with nothing. The first time he lost everything, it destroyed him because he thought he was those things. The second time, he discovered who he was without them. Today, Marcus runs his consulting business from that empty apartment. He makes good money. He just doesn't spend it the same way. He's not afraid anymore. Not of losing clients, not of market crashes, not of starting over, because he's already proven he can. The question isn't, what would you do if you lost everything? The question is, who would you be? Have you ever held on to something because you were afraid of who you'd be without it? Let me know in the comments.